Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Today's video is going to be a one brand tutorial. I've never done this on my channel and it was highly requested after I did my e.L.F haul from a few friends, my friend Brooke, and some people online. So I wanted to definitely do this for you. And I think I'm going to create a couple more of these, like from NYX or maybe some higher end brands as well. So kind of give you a little taste today and then we will go ahead and see where it goes. But I really love the way that everything turned out. I love the palettes from e.L.F. They're freaking fantastic, and honestly for $10 you can't beat them, especially because I tried them a while ago, you know, probably a few years ago, and the formula has just been exponentially amazing ever since. And I had to buy the palette because I just heard some good things about it, so I wanted to go ahead and buy it and try it out for you guys on camera, and it just is amazing. It blew me away. So really happy with it. I hate the lashes. Do not buy e.L.F lashes, just period. They're terrible. You can only use them once. They never sit down. They are wonky. I just, you'll see in the tutorial what I'm talking about. They just did not work out for me. And if you want a good pair of lashes that are going to last you a few times so that you can actually reuse them, I would not suggest these guys. So I will link everything down below for you if you are interested in any of the products that I'm using today. Everything will be down in the description box. If you want to see something specific with another tutorial, like a one brand tutorial or something like that, please leave it in the comments below. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and go ahead and give it a big thumbs up if you want to see more of these. So yeah, let's go ahead and just hop right in. Alright y'all, so my clean bare face, I do have a little bit of moisturizer on, and what we're going to put on today, I don't have a full size, but I do have a little trial size here of the mineral infused face primer. It looks like this, and this is from e.L.F. of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this guy and put this on my face. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet when we come to the eyes, so we'll play it by ear. Ooh, girl, this is real silicone-y. This reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Focus, Photo Loving Primer. It's very similar in texture and very silicone based, clear silicone based. That is definitely sitting on top of my skin. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and there's still a ton in here. I don't think I like it very much. I like more of a lotion base, but that's just me personally. So let's see, what are we doing today? I'm gonna go ahead and exfoliate my lips since we are waiting for this to kind of soak into the skin. This is a lip exfoliator, and this one is in clear. It looks like that. I would definitely suggest adding a little bit of water on your lips before you put this on, just so it has a little bit of moisture because it's very rough. But my lips feel nice and exfoliated, so that's good. Any dead skin is off, so that's all that matters. I feel like my face has finally kind of absorbed some of that. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put on my Flawless Finish foundation, and this has an SPF 15 sunscreen in it. Okay, that's it. I don't have time for that. That looks so pretty. I'm going to take a Sigma Round Top Kabuki F82. Just going to blend that in. Definitely matches my neck. Covers up all the redness, which is good. So now that that is on the skin, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the HD Lifting Concealer and just put that a little bit under the eyes just to make sure that these dark circles are taken care of, like right here. And I'm not going to use a whole lot, I just kind of want to get that taken care of. I've used this once before. I think I used too much and it got kind of cakey, so I'm going to try to combat that with not using as much. A little bit on the lid, which is fine. I like concealer for eyeshadow primer. So to set that, I'm going to take the e.L.F. translucent powder in clear, is what it says it is. And I'm just going to take that same little stipple brush, and this one is a MAC 150, I believe. And I'm just going to stipple that right underneath. I'm not going to bake or anything, I'm just going to set it. And set my eyes too. To set the face, I'm going to use, this is a finishing powder, and this one is in Fair Light. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. The inside looks like that. I'm gonna take a no-name fluffy brush. I'm sure this is probably, it's a powder brush, and I think this is from E.L.F. I used it so much that I rubbed off the name, and I'm just gonna set everything. Rather than swipe it, stamp it on because it works better that way. Do we want to finish the face or go to the eyes? We might as well finish the face since we're here. We're gonna use a cool bronzer today, and I am going to whip that up and put it on this brush right here. This is an E.L.F. large kabuki, and I'm just gonna contour with this. And I'm just kind of stamping it in there. So not the best with that brush. Maybe using a different brush probably would work a little bit better, but whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up underneath here. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna go into the foundation here. I'm gonna go in with a blush. I think I'm going to use a combination today. I'm going to use a pressed mineral blush and their regular blush, and this one is tickled pink and this one is jet setter, and I'm going to mix these two together with my Sigma, what is this, Sigma F10 brush. It's a powder blush brush, a powder blush brush. I don't feel like the regular blush in this compact has as much pigment as the mineral blush. So I'm going to use my tapered highlighting F35 brush from Sigma. And I'm going to go in with my E.L.F. baked highlighter in Moonlit Pearls. I scraped off the top of this bad boy, so it works real well now. I'm telling you, these baked products, scraping off the top, it works so good. Yeah, buddy. Look at that highlight. Hey, girl. Yes. That's what we want. Cool. All right, so we're gonna put just a little bit of this up here just to highlight that brow. A little on the nose, cupid's bow, chin. Love that highlighter. Love it. Love, 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 love it. I'm gonna do my eyes last, I think, today. I know that's weird, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go in with a E.L.F. lip stain, and this one is in Pink Petal, and just line the inner rim. Just stain these a little bit with this, and I'm gonna go in with my Runway Pink. It's really nice and nude. You can see that there. It's really pretty. This does have a little bit of a smell to it, but it doesn't have a weird taste, so I'm not too put off by it. I do like the packaging on this too. And now that I have that down, I'm going to go over it with my Nude Kiss lip gloss oil that they have now. These packages are fantastic. So I'm gonna go in, and this has been my new favorite, and I'm just gonna put this on top. I love this color so much. It looks so good, and it's super nude but pinky. It's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's go ahead and do the eyes. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see better, and I'm going to be using my Mad for Matte 2 palette today. Look like this. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in. I'm going to go in with a Morphe M441. It's a nice round fluffy brush, and I am going to do this color first, the very lightest color in the palette, and put that under the brow bone just to get that out of the way. And then we will go in and do the transition. And it's a nice bone color, kind of a cream color. I didn't want to overly highlight right now, so I'll probably add a little bit of Moonlight Pearls right underneath the brow bone at the very end and the inner corner. Or I will use whatever this is. It doesn't have a name on it, but it's a kind of glitter pigment. I might use that on the inner corner. I'm not sure yet. This nice khaki shade, this really light khaki shade, I'm going to go in with that on my brush and just run that through the crease. And it should look something like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. These are really pigmented too, by the way. Nice and creamy. Blend them really easily. Don't have patchiness, which I really like. This palette has outdone itself because I never really liked E.L.F. eyeshadows previous to this, and I thought to myself, okay, I've been boycotting for a while because I just wasn't impressed with the pigmentation, and then they brought out these guys and I don't know if it was a new formulation or something, but it's freaking amazing. So now I'm going to go into this a little bit more mustardy shade and just deepening up the crease the same way with the same brush. I'm going to use more of that mustardy color. It's got a little bit more of that orange undertone, and then we'll see how that goes. You guys seem to like my video on using brand new makeup products on my face for the first time, like a first impressions full face. I think I might start doing that more often. If you'd like to see more of those, please let me know. But I think next week I'm going to do a vanity tour if I can get everything cleaned up in time, and do my highlighter stash video next week. So if you're excited about that, please let me know. Or if there's something specific you'd like to see, please let me know. Okay, so we went in with just these two colors together and it looks awesome. Now we're gonna go in with the darker orangey shade, and I'm really gonna focus that. Again, it's on the same M441 brush. I'm just gonna focus this a little bit lower and more concentrated in the crease so that I get a little bit more depth. And now I'm gonna go in with this nice kind of chocolatey shade here, and I'm going to use a more detailed brush to deepen the crease even more. Since we have so many colors, might as well use them. This is a Morphe E17. Looks like this little guy right here. It's a little bit more domed on the end, which I really like. And I'm just going to tap off any excess and go in, just deepen that up. More on the outside than anything. A little bit on the lid, just to give me some depth. So I think I'm gonna go in with a glitter on the inner corner and kind of brighten all that up and then have it real nice and dark. This one is a little bit patchy, but it blends out really nice, so just gotta work with it a little bit more than the other ones. I'm gonna add just a touch of warmth with that, so I'm gonna go in with this muted peach shade and just warm that up just a touch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a primer and just kind of carve that out. I'm using a mineral eyeshadow primer, and I'm just going to go ahead and scrape off any excess and just go in, kind of carve that out so I have a really nice base. So what I'm going to put on top of it is, let's see here, this is the Sunset palette. Looks like that. I'm going to go in, I think, with this shade right here and put that in the inner corner. I'm going to use the E.L.F eyeshadow brush. It's a $1 brush, and I'm going to go in to this color right here. And I haven't put anything here yet because I think I'm going to go in with this lighter mixture right here. But I want to put this color right here, right in the middle, because that will give us a little bit more of a gradient look. Okay, now I'm going to clean that brush off, and I'm going to put a mixture of these two on the very inner corner. So I'm going to go in with this muted peach shade that we haven't used yet, and I'm going to go in with my Morphe M441 and just run that through the crease and blend everything out so that there's no lines. I'm going to go in with my no-name little, it's kind of a domed, very tight little brush with this purple shade right here, which is freaking gorgeous. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. You can use a smaller brush and get even tighter up in there, but I want it to be a little bit smoky. As you can see, I left some of the inner corner blank because I'm going to take another brush. I'm using my E.L.F, what is this called? I don't know. It looks like a lip brush, but I'm going to use it for a detail brush. So I'm going to take this glitter shade in the Sunset palette and get it nice and covered. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. My inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this guy right here. And this is a smudge eye sponge from E.L.F. It's a little $1 spongy thing. And I love it because it is a sponge, but it works really well with these pigments. I have had so many accents in this video, you guys. This is what I do when I'm bored. Look pretty? I love it. Okay, so now, what am I gonna do? I'm actually gonna take a little bit of Moonlit Pearls with the same little spongy brush and Put that right up here. Now everything is all nice and glittery all the way through here, here, and here. So, yay for me! So I'm gonna put on some mascara. I'm gonna find me some mascara. I think I'm not gonna do liner today because I don't want to mess it up. And I'm gonna be using a lengthening defining mascara from, of course, from E.L.F. And obviously it's brand new, so I'm gonna open that up. And yeah. And this one is in black. Because I do have kind of a sailor's mouth, but I don't on my channel. I really try to keep it as clean as possible, so let me know. And I do have a bottom, what is this? Beautifully Bare Lash Tint Mascara in Black Noir. Black Noir, I think that's what it's called. And it's a bottom lash mascara. I did put a little bit on my bottom lashes, but I want to kind of go in and do some more. So this one is the itty bitty, tiniest, thinnest. Can't even tell if there's a brush on it. Brush. And now what I'm going to do is take these right here. And these are the naturally, what are these? The Natural Lash Kit. They've got a pair of lashes and some glue. And it says that they've got an approved formula. I don't know about that. I'm going to use my Duo glue anyway, because I don't trust this glue. And we'll see how these lashes work, because I'm really picky about my lashes. Like super uber picky, which y'all know. So I did use my Duo glue for this, if you can see that there. I'll let this dry out just a touch. Not my favorite lashes. Do not like this inner corner. It does not want to stay down at all. Yeah, look at this. It's like all wonky. Hate these lashes. Hate them. Hate them. We're working. We're gonna... They glued my eyelashes together right here. Like literally there's a clump of lashes all glued together. This side wants to go like straight up instead of like go with the natural curve of my eyelashes. And this one's tail is like all up here and doesn't want to sit down. It was a challenge with the lashes, definitely. The palettes are fantastic. They're $10 a piece, and honestly I would highly suggest them if you have not used any of the E.L.F. shadows. Recently they have definitely changed their formula. The Matte for Matte 2 is freaking phenomenal. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And I really like the Sunset palette as well. The glitter is really nice, especially if you put a primer on the inside, or if you put a primer all over the lid and then put it on and pack it on. It looks so good. The primer is really good. I really like it. It reminds me of Urban Decay's Primer Potion, and I really like the finish of the highlight. Of course, the blushes are a little hard to work with because you do need to build up the color, and I definitely would not use that bronzer with the brush that I used today. Maybe using a contour brush or a brush that's going to give you a little bit more definition would be better. But overall, I really like the way that it turned out. The lashes have to go. They're awful. Don't ever buy them. They're like $1. They're not worth it. Just buy a better pair that you can reuse, because these are not going to be able to be reused, so you're just wasting money. I love everything else. The mascara is fantastic, and I like the foundation. I wish it had just a touch more coverage, but you can layer it on. The primer itself in the little container that we used was not very good either. I don't like the silicone base of that. It does have a nice finish. I feel like my foundation sits well on top of it, but I don't like the way it feels on my skin. So that's just me personally. So if you like more of a silicone base or like the Smashbox one, you really like the primer from E.L.F. because it's a 100% dupe. Now why don't I go ahead and just zoom you in really quickly so that you can see the final look up close, and then yeah, we'll be all set. So hold on one second. I love the color of the lip. The highlight's perfect. Everything's looking really good other than the lashes. All right, I'll go ahead and zoom you out now. Thank you all so much again for watching. I really appreciate it. Give it a big thumbs up if you like these kinds of videos. I will do NYX next, I believe, and then kind of keep rolling with it, seeing what else I can do. And if you want to see a certain brand, please go ahead and put it in the comments below. And I can even do a high-end brand that's available as well. Just let me know down in the comments. If you have not already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.